Hey, it was wonderful seeing you today. Listen, don't sweat all this. Don't sweat the hard stuff. Let's just do a quick review over what we've gone through. If we're in tune and we play our first finger on the first fret on the G string, we get a G sharp. When we play our second finger on the A string at the second and our third finger on the second fret of the D, we get an E major. What we talked about is when we remove that finger, we get a minor. Well, that same shape, when we move it horizontally over, we get an A minor. Well, the note that we move that makes it a minor or major is that one. So just like when we played E major and removed a note, it became minor, we have a minor, so we need to sharpen the note, thusly making a flat bar over the top of these three, leaving the E open, playing, leaving open, leaving open. That's an A major, A minor. When you take that same shape and play right there, you get like, what is that? D sharp diminished. It's weird. No, what is that? D flat diminished or an E sharp diminished. It's just a weird way to look at these. So here's what I like to say. It doesn't matter what the name of these notes are. It matters about the way the shapes look and then the way that it sounds. So if you hear this, just knowing that that's not a major is exactly where we need to be at. If we don't know that this is a diminished, it will get there because we will know that a major sounds like this, major 7, and a dominant 7, which has the same feeling as a diminished. So, long story short, there are only 4 real types of chords. We do a half diminished on one of them, but don't worry about that right now. We're not even talking about the augmented chords, which can add tension. We're quite literally talking about the major chords and the minor chords. So for this week, just do a quick review on E minor, E major, A major, flatten this down and hold the same 2 notes we had to get an A minor. If we do our teeter-totters, we can scoot this chord up and bar, thusly making this shape go all the way across the fretboard. So, in addition to our C major, our D major, our E major, E minor, A major, we're going to be talking about the different types of notes. But the reason why this video is going to be short today is the onus is on you to sit down for 5 minutes with a piece of paper and write C, D, E, F, G, A. And then write D, E, F, G, A, B. And then E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And then so on and so forth. So you get through all 7 notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Or 7 notes, yeah. Because the 8th one's C. And when we go through there, what you'll notice is all those notes are natural. In the key of C, there are no sharps and flats. In the key of D, there are 2. In the key of E, there are 4. In the key of F, there is 1 flat. So the purpose is you will look at that circle fifths and then try and deduce using this equation. A step, which is a whole step from E to F, is a half step. A step from an E to an F sharp is a whole step. A step from an E to a G is a minor third. A E to a G sharp is a major third. E to A is a perfect fourth. E to A sharp is a augmented fourth. To B is a fifth. E to sharp or a C is a aug 5. It's a raised fifth. To the C sharp is a 7th. E to the D is going to be a minor 7th. I'm sorry, 6th. Minor 7th for the D, major 7th for the D sharp, and then E is our resolve. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12 make up all the notes in between a chromatic scale, meaning the 13th note is the resolution of the open note. So those are all the notes in a chromatic scale. Those are all half steps. But we don't do all half steps for scales. We do open to second for a whole step, second to fourth for a whole step, fourth to fifth for a half step. So the intervals are whole step, half step, whole step, half step. If you put those little markings in between each one of your natural notes on that said piece of paper, it will show you the right intervals. So when you get to G, if you have whole step, half step, whole step, half step between all of your different notes, and you go to the fretboard and you play G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that F should be an F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So if you go through this and you use the whole step, half step, whole step, half step, you will notice that that last note wouldn't be a whole step. It would be a half step. Doing that on your own and then backing it up with what we do is how the brain goes, oh, that's right. This is how I do it. After we do these processes a couple times, you'll never have to do these again. We explained it on the single note going vertically up here, but the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do can be better served by going do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Not moving so much this way, but moving over and horizontally across the notes. The reason why we show in the key of C, no sharps, no flats. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. This scale can only be played here in C because it's open. However, the second scale can be played anywhere. It's just the notes names change. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat. Whew, that was a hard one for me. See how the note names change, but the scale pattern does not? We're just going to reiterate this. This week, I would say pick any key and start writing a progression. If I were to choose the key of C for us, I would call it like this. Let's play a 2, 3, 4, 1 progression. In the key of C, C major is my 1, D minor is my 2, E minor is my 3, F major is my 4, G major is my 5, A minor is my 6, and then B diminished is my 7. Just knowing that D minor is the 2, and E minor is the 3, F major is the 4, and C is the 1, a 2, 3, 4, 1 progression would be D minor, E minor, F major, C. Cool. If I wanted to change that into a 3, 2, 1, 4 progression, it would be E minor, D minor, C, F. Minor third, minor 2, major root, major fourth. Interesting, huh? So the difference between a 1, 3, 5 spelling, it just talks about the notes of a key in their interval position. Key of C, C, D, E, F, G. So a C major is C, E, G. But a progression can also be a 1, 3, 5 progression, but that would just mean you would be playing the root, the minor third, and then the major fifth. They're very similar in concepts, but they completely explain two different things. I hope that made sense today. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. I'll get back to you, or just text me, email me. And deep breaths. I know this too shall pass. This is the fun stuff, the hard stuff. It gets fun with progressions. We'll chat later.